Hello again, a new project for today. Well, I have this keyboard, it's a Roland keyboard, and also I have this Ketron module, and I want to use an Yamaha sustain pedal from a Yamaha piano. Yamaha is using an open circuit pedal. That means when you press the pedal, a switch inside there, it's making a contact, and that will give to the keyboard the information that the sustain should be applied. Okay, so this pedal here has already been modified for Roland, so now that it's a closed circuit. You can hear that, you can see that here on the multimeters. When I press the pedal, the switch is off. So that means the circuit is open. That's how Roland and Ketron and some other keyboards are working usually. Now let's have a little bit of theory. Let's say we have a power source here. You see? Then we have a switch here. We have a switch. And let's say we have a bulb. So now the switch is off. That means that the circuit is open. So it's a kind of common sense to say, okay, I'm opening the circuit. That means it should have the meaning like the current. It's open in the circuit, so it's working. No, it's the other way. It's kind of paradox, you know. So when the switch is off, the circuit is open. So let's have the same circuit here, and now the switch is on. Switch is on. And let's have the bulb here. So when the switch is on, we have a current all around from the battery, let's say, so the power source, to the bulb, and the bulb is flashing, it's lighting, and now the circuit is closed. So that's the story about these pedals, you know, because when you say I need a closed kind of pedal, that means that kind of pedals that are always on. I mean, not always, but they are on in the first stage. The first stage is like that. You don't touch it, you don't push it, nothing. So now it's on. Press the pedal. The switch is off and the circuit is open. So when I say this kind of pedal, it's usually closed, a closed kind of pedal. That means it's with the switch on all the time. Okay, so that's for the theory now. Let me show you how I modified this for working with Roland pedals. You see, this is a Yamaha, it's made in Japan, it's a very good and strong pedal, and it's very easy to modify it. Let's open it up a little bit. I have to take this rubber thing out, and down there you see this is the switch here. Yes, I don't know if you can properly see it, but here I have two metal plates. One, two metal blades, in fact. All I have to do is to make a way they are always in touch. So it's a closed kind of pedal. The switch is always on. Then if I need to turn it back and to make it run for Yamaha, then it's very simple. I take this out and I put it here. So this is always open. So it's a very simple modification, you see? And now when I press the pedal, the switch is off and the circuit is open. Normally it's on. So the modification is very easy. You just take this out and put it in another position. Like I said, up here. It's very easy to do. Then of course there's another thing you have to do, is to find a proper height. And to have a proper height here, all you have to do is to apply here a little bit of force, and you take this piece of metal up and down, and you'll find the right pressure or the right source. And also sometimes an annoying sound is coming from this piece of iron here. It's a steel. It's a piece of steel, and that keeps the pedal always up. And you can hear that makes this crazy sound. All I have to do is to put a little bit of grease. So that's the grease here, or fat, call it. And let me have a little bit down here. It doesn't hurt. Push the pedal a little bit, or you can even take it up and try to have some under the steel plate. I can tell you this is really hard, but that should be enough. Still sounding. You can go even farther. Let's take this screws off if you can. And they take all this out, and they're gonna have a little bit of fat and grease over here to the joints, you see, down here, right here. And now we can really have a nice cover of grease here. Let's put it back. The cable is in position. No more noises, and let's see if we have a good contact there, and if it's working. Yes, it should be. So this is normally open, or let's say with the switch on all the time. So now we should have a signal here. Okay, so let's have it a little bit higher up, like this. Let's check it out. Okay, so now it's on. Maybe I should make a little bit closer, like this. This is perfect. And that's it. I put the plastic back. Let me have this wire in place here and tied up. And now we have a Yamaha pedal working with Roland keyboard. Back in place. Here too. So this is perfect here. You see, it's a little gap, and that improves the pressure here. Okay, it's time for testing. So this is without the sustain pedal, and that's the switch on. It's working marvelous. You see? Thank you so much for now. Have a good one.